Hey guys, I just wanted to quickly update you on why I have been silent and why I haven't been getting things shipped out and why I haven't been on Discord. I'm pretty sure you know, I don't know how long ago it was that I got that nasty burn, and it essentially made it such that I was not able to even sit in my work chair to work on things. So that sort of put a hinder. We're slowing down. Awesome. That put a hinder on like building things. That said, I have like 5 pedals that are ready to go. I just need to figure out who I'm supposed to ship them out to first. So, and harnesses. I got at least 3 harnesses that are just sitting ready to go. I again just need to figure out who to ship them to, what order to ship them out, and then I can start making more, because that burn has healed. For the most part, at least. It's healed to the point that I can sit in my chair, no problem. I'm not taking the strong pain meds anymore. That's good. Let's see, what else happened. I went on the keto diet because I've had this giant fatty liver. Even though I don't drink, it looks like an alcoholic's liver. There's a name for it, but I'm like, I don't want to die from this, and Wikipedia makes it sound like I'm going to die from this. Wikipedia makes it sound like there's no cure. Not true. A ketogenic diet will apparently cure it, so I started my ketogenic diet on, I want to say, the 25th, something like that. And if you've ever done keto, you know that there's like a week, sometime, depending on how much you exercise, up to 2 weeks worth of flu-like symptoms, as your body switches from using sugar as a fuel source to using ketones as a fuel source. Ketogenesis, I think it's called, something like that. Anyway, during that process, you feel pretty unwell. So I started that, but then yikes. But then I started feeling really bad, and I got a fever, which is not normal, I don't think. So turns out RSV has been going through our household. My dad picks it up at church and spreads it around, and then my kid gets it, and then I get it. So that's been great. It starts in your head and then goes to your lungs. I must have had my nose plugged and I inhaled it or something, because it started in my lungs and then went to my head. And I think the worst part was the fever, probably. Just like the being drenched in sweat, and like going from feeling like you're way too hot to freezing to fevers and viruses are just so unpleasant. But anyway, you can't. These things cause fatigue. I couldn't function. I couldn't stand looking at the laptop even. It gave me a headache. And that I guess was the headache was the problem. So then it moves into my head, and then I get an ear infection. I'm prone to them, and feels like somebody's pounding a nail in my ear, and I've still got the fever. I thought I was out of the woods today, and I hadn't taken Tylenol in maybe 12 hours, something like that. I checked my temperature, I'm still over 100. So this is messed up. Virus, RSV. I don't recommend it. So, I've been sick. Actually, COVID was much easier than this. So anyway, that's where we stand right now. I've been trying to start looking at the computer, and it's not. It still hurts, like, it hurts your eyeball muscles. It's like a cold or a flu, like sort of combined. So all the muscles in your head hurt and your neck, and then you just want to sleep, and you really should, because that's how you get better. You know how it works. So anyway, I'm really sorry to those people who are waiting on orders. I'm sorry to those people who were waiting on code, or like that I started a conversation and just sort of disappeared. Really sorry about that. Not much I can do about it. And yeah. But I guess you could say I'm doing everything I can to improve the situation. Right now I'm actually on the way to get one of those chair floor mats, and possibly even pick up a chair that I can work in, that might be a little more ergonomic. This is lovely. But yeah, I hadn't even started my car in like over a week. Hang on. Okay, so anyway, with the ear infection, 3 nights in a row, I would only be able to sleep until about 3 or maybe 4, and then I would wake up with this intractable pain every 30 seconds or so. It would just be incredibly sharp pain in my ear. Unbelievable. I'm not sure if it was muscular or if it was ear infection, but my doctor decided the antibiotics would be the way to go, and things started to improve. Things improved. Last night's the first night that when I woke up at 3 a.m. it was only mildly painful. It was like a 3 instead of an 11.5 on the pain scale. But yeah, as I mentioned, I checked my temperature as I was leaving today and discovered I still have a fever. Well, it's wonderful. I am avoiding Discord because I've got about 1,000 unread messages right now, and that's kind of overwhelming. Also, I don't know if it's because of the keto, or if it's because of the virus, or because of the lack of sleep, but I have been in the worst mood. I have been snapping at my parents. And my parents don't deserve to be snapped at. I have been snapping at my son. I've been snapping at my TV. I've been snapping at my sheets when they pop off the mattress. But I told them I'm gonna burn them if they keep doing that. Anyway, everything is just setting me off. Everything is. Yeah, I try to focus on something, and if it's not going right, the point is, whatever's going on, it's got my mental state tippy, and so I have to stay away from stress at the moment if I want to live. So I am avoiding Discord, and I'm going to until I start feeling better. I would guess that's going to be not till next. I don't even know what day it is. Oh, I don't think today's Friday, so yeah, it's certainly probably not going to be till next week that I can maybe start getting on there and I can't talk. Working on the backlog of messages, and all the angry people who haven't got their stuff and wanted their stuff, a month, 2 months ago. It's not like this isn't a situation like what happened, 2 years back when I completely failed. I can produce these things. I have the parts, I have the instructions, I've got the ability, and the time. I've got the timeline to do them shortened. Everything is actually going relatively well, with the exception that the pedals don't seem to work on the Bolt EUV. There's something about its electrical characteristics that are different than the Bolt EV, and that is a problem. That's a problem for me. That's a problem for the people who have EVs that don't have adaptive cruise. I can't provide good adaptive cruise. I can only do the redneck adaptive cruise, and that's not really suitable. So I've got to figure out how to get this working on the Bolt EUV, but I don't have one to work on. To fix it isn't a super complicated thing. I just need to measure the voltages that are coming out of the car side of the pedal, and then adjust my there's a translation factor in there in the firmware that was the GM fix. That was what made it possible for the pedal to work on GM cars at all. That translation doesn't seem to be correct for the EUV. And I had a guy in California give up, and he just sent it back, and he demands a refund. Real awesome. Despite me offering to practically fly out there, and sleep in my car, or wait a minute, I don't want to have my car. Sleep in the basement or something to try to get this working. I told him I was going to get it working. I sent him a laptop with, a special version of the pedal, and he just gave up on me. So what am I supposed to do? It's infuriating, and that also happened in this timeline of things that has delayed the process, because I'm not comfortable shipping out these pedals if there's any risk that they aren't working right. Like, is there something wrong with them? Do they only work with my car? I don't know. That is the kind of stuff that gives me nightmares, and literally. So again, I apologize, and I can't apologize enough for the delay, but I can assure you this is not some sort of a long-term delay. This is a find the problem, fix the problem. And it's also because I was I took some of the orders over Discord and email. I should have had everybody go through the store. That was dumb, but lesson learned. So anyway, enough complaining and making excuses and whatnot. Hopefully next week I'll be feeling better, and I didn't want this virus. I'm incredibly frustrated about it and everything. But I understand you guys, some of you are very frustrated, and your frustration is valid. I'm trying to get better. So anyway, you guys, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day. If I don't get any more videos out, I already missed Thanksgiving, but I hope that you have an amazing holiday season with, freaking Christmas lights up the wazoo. And I hope that you get all the presents you wanted, and that your kids are happy with the presents that you get them. I wish for all the best for every single one of you. Even the jerks, even the impatient, angry people, I wish the best for you too, because we're all just humans and we're all just trying to get by. I understand that. Especially with the way I've been acting to my family, I've got no room to talk when it comes to getting grumpy. So yeah. And if I get offended by grumpy to any of you, if there's anything that you're holding against me, I'm really sorry. I'm gonna try to address all of you, or get all of you happy the best I can. And please also have a little patience if I get a little impatient, because I don't mean to be. That's not me. That's the virus and the, I don't know. Oh yeah, the lack of carbohydrates. Oh boy. So, yeah. Anyway, I was trying to request that you have happy holidays. Jason out.